out the five. I can't fuck with none of these lanes, they a fucking lame.
Let's go ahead and address the Caitlin Clark conversation for a second. And I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I want the audience to know basically where we stand on this Caitlin Clark thing, because I feel like it's something different from everybody else. Because everybody else in my comment section on this YouTube page, my Instagram, it's all about if it wasn't for CC, if it wasn't for Caitlin Clark, nobody would care. You know, the league is where it's at because of Caitlin Clark. They say one player is literally carrying an entire league by herself. And I want you to say to them your thoughts.
It's both, if we're gonna be honest. It's definitely Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I would say it could be. It's more Caitlin, but like Angel Reese, she got it. Angel Reese got it. She's bringing all these fans too. You can't say she's not.
Do you mind sharing with our lovely audience where ESPN has as current Rookie of the Year, ma'am?
That would be Angel Reese. And
what did Angel Reese just do against the New York Liberty, the best team in the league?
Her 15th double. She's extremely consistent. And that's why I have her as Rookie of the Year. When I say consistent, 15. I haven't seen nobody else do that in like how many years?
Oh, best believe. Hey, this one right here, I need this video to go viral because I need the world to know.
Like, I haven't Caitlin be consistent like that. So let me know when she gets consistent.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to go in.
Like that.
Caitlin Clark plays zero defense. Donuts. You get donuts in defense. Donuts.
It hurts the fever. It hurts the fever really bad.
Oh! I'm glad you brought that up. So let's go to standings.
But I like a little bit of her. Her offense is decent, but she has to. I was at that recent New York Liberty game versus Fever game. I was there, and she had a lot of bad passes that she could have faked. Like, she got to work on that. That's something she needs to work on. Work on defense and her passes. And when she get done with both of that's when she'll be a great player in my eyes. Because you can't have one thing. You gotta be all around. Like, literally, you have to be all around to be great, in my opinion. But hey, was that what I was saying?
No. It needed to be said. Because Caitlin Clark is a cone on defense. I've been saying that.
Not great. That's what I'm gonna say. She's good, but not great.
There you go. And also, too, in order to be able to not only get your passing down and play better defense overall as a player, you have to get bigger. You have to get stronger. Because, I mean, there are players out there that are in the gym and they're not just, doing weight-resistant bands or, cardio. You got to be able to build your body up to be able to play defense. There are guards out there bigger than Caitlin Clark, okay? And she don't keep getting thrown around like a rag doll. She don't put some weight on her.
Okay, so I'm going to give y'all an example or whatever. Okay, I'm saying this because a lot of people are going to come at me, oh, well. But Michael Jordan started off as just an offensive player, right? Of what I've been told. I wasn't born in that era. But what I've been told as a basketball fan is that Michael Jordan started off as an offensive player, but not defense. I heard that he transferred to defense and offense. He combined both, and that's what made him a great player. Before that, he was good, but he wasn't great. When he added that defense, he became great. That's gonna be the same for Caitlin Clark. That's gonna be the same exact thing. Once she get that defense in, she's gonna be great. She's good, but she's just not great until she get that defense pat down, just like Michael Jordan did. Simple.
I should be upset that you made a Michael Jordan comparison to Caitlin.
Well, I didn't want to do that type of comparison, but it's like it makes sense. You get me?
It does. And there's one thing you missed. You're on point, but there's one thing you missed. Michael also admitted that when he lost to Detroit Pistons, the bad boy Pistons, and they got their back-to-back championships, and they beat MJ in the Eastern Conference Finals, he had to go in the gym and put on weight. They forced him to get stronger. And in order to play that level of defense that got him a championship, he had to get stronger. So something me and you talked about as well is if you had anybody that's had a basketball coach that really cared about the game and understood what the game entails, will tell you offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. MJ was selling tickets, dropping 63 points against Larry Bird, even though they lost to the Celtics eventually. They didn't win that series. Offense was beautiful. 63 points. That's crazy, right? In the postseason.
You said offense. Defense.
The defense is what got him his first championship when he beat the Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson, all that good stuff. And that's what started the MJ that we all know to this day. But like you said, transferring some of your energy off of offense into defense and combining the two games, playing both sides of the court. Caitlin's going to have to make that transition. The sooner, the better, because the Indiana Fever, unlike the Iowa Hawkeyes, does not have the defense to cover Caitlin Clark. See, Iowa was able to hide her lack of defense. And to be honest, this is a hot take.
I saw it then, so they didn't have a squad.
Iowa lost the championship because they didn't play good enough defense. There, I said it. She got exposed.
And it's not just that. It's just South Carolina was the better team.
Yeah, South Carolina also played better defense, too. They played better defense, too.
South Carolina had a bench that could throw at them. Did Iowa have a bench? No. That was the problem. Iowa didn't have the bench. If Iowa had a bench, yes, they could have won. But South Carolina literally had that bench. They have everybody named Mama that could play.
Loaded.
So Iowa had no chance, and I knew they didn't have a chance. The only way they would have won. Let me pipe down.
No. I got a good comparison. I got a good WNBA comparison to that. So Iowa and South Carolina is the equivalent of the Aces and Liberty in the finals last year. Because it is. Think about it. It depends on who you at. No, because I watched the finals. And what I saw was the Liberty have a great starting five. I mean, like top notch. They're top heavy. So as soon as your five gets exhausted and you bring in your reserves, the Aces can keep throwing bodies at you. Becky has 1 through 10. She can throw at you. When it comes to Liberty, once you get past Benijah Laney, Jonquil Jones, Sabrina, Brianna, it just.
Don't forget Kayla Thornton. We can't forget about her.
That was my last name.
The bench that was
dead. After that, who do you have?
Nobody.
I don't know the bench past them. I don't know. And that's not a knock on them. Like most teams, if you don't have reserves to maintain. So let's say the Liberty play the Aces and they're up, I don't know, 5 to 10 points going into the second quarter. Your starters to play the whole first. You about halfway through the second. You're a GM, and you ready to make subs and rotations because your starters have played the whole first quarter. You're kind of approaching halfway through the second before halftime. Who do you bring in against the Aces to maintain your 5 to 10 point lead? Who you bringing in?
Didn't really have nobody. The only person that I could think of is literally Kayla Thornton, and that's pretty much it. And Kayla Thornton and Ed Wilson, they kind of got at it at one point. I don't think it was during the finals or anything, but they went at it one game last season, and it was like. But other than that, that's all.
that's my
See,
comparison. I think Iowa and South Carolina, the best way I can sum it up
that's
was the Liberty and
thought about
Aces.
that.
That because Liberty had a team that they felt was built to beat the Aces, and it's like top heavy, top heavy. You got to have a full 1 through 10. If you don't have a full 1 through 10, at some point your starters are gonna get exhausted, knock on wood, and or injured. We don't, injuries are part of the game. We don't wish no injuries on no one, but it does happen.
No.
When you overexhaust and overplay your starters, or you playing too many minutes, the body breaks down. Things happen.